Hello, everybody. Accureye here, and welcome welcome to a short Let's Talk video. So this will be a short little Let's Talk video about something that to me I feel should be addressed, and I feel like it should be talked about because I feel most people, especially if they're just playing a video game, don't understand it. But it's and it may have been a talk that I've done maybe once before a long time ago, but I feel like I should revise this and revisit this topic because, let's face it, this topic, while it may not be understood by younger people, it is something that I feel does aggravate me, especially when I see it, and I'm just like the one who has to deal with it. But of course, the issue I'm talking about is casual mode versus competitive mode. Or, in some cases, like in Overwatch here, casual versus season mode. And, I mean, you're probably thinking, Accureye, what do you mean by casual versus competitive? Aren't they the same thing? Aren't they, something that, we're just going to have fun with? And, in my opinion, absolutely not. Casual and competitive are two different modes. I mean, it's like saying you're going to play casual mode or of course, ranked mode in, for instance, Tekken or Street Fighter. Ranked mode is completely different. It's completely where you're going to play your best characters, and you're pretty much playing to try and get one goal, to beat your opponent so that you can prove that you're better than them, and maybe also potentially get a higher rank than you would have absolutely had at the beginning. Casual mode, on the other hand, is basically what it says. It's casual mode. It's basically you having fun. And one thing that just ruins my entertainment about Overwatch is, for instance, how casuals leak into competitive or season mode. I mean, it doesn't make sense why or how casuals leak into season mode or competitive mode because, for instance, if I'm playing competitive mode on Overwatch, I'm expecting the team to be at their best. I'm not expecting them to goof around. I'm not expecting to have a point where I'm going to have to bark orders at them just for them to get the idea or just for them to get the job done. I mean, most people think casual mode and competitive mode are the same thing. The only difference between casual mode and competitive mode is with competitive mode, I'm going to be based on a rank. I'm going to have a rank on my head. With casual mode, I'm not going to have a rank on my head. And many of you think that, the rank doesn't matter, but there are some of us who want to be at high rank because that's where the skilled players are. That's where the good players are. Casual mode, on the other hand, is more for people who are just like, I don't have the rank, I don't have the overall skills to be there, and I'm just going to goof off. But I've seen, for instance, just my last return onto competitive mode for Overwatch, for instance, is I've seen it to where I'm in a competitive mode match, and it's all of a sudden the team decides to goof off, and it's come on, really? You decide to goof off on competitive mode? It's go back to casual mode. And it's at the end of the day, it makes it to where I have to basically pull out my mic and bark orders at a team. And, as a team leader, I mean, I don't mind barking orders. But as another person who is a bit of a team leader, type, it's kind of I don't want to have to bark orders unless I absolutely have to. Unless it comes a point where, I have to refocus the team. And that's one of the main things about being the team leader, especially in any game that's basically Overwatch, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, or even, PvP or something. It's as simple as, for instance, PvP as simple, for instance, on MOBAs, or MMOs, should I say. Even the same goes with Battle Royales. It's kind of I don't want to have to bark orders unless I am given a reason or there's a point where I have to reform morale and I have to refocus the team. And that's something that most people, I think, don't understand, is when you go into competitive mode, you're going to have you're going to have people who are expecting to win, or at least are trying to win. That's the only reason you go into competitive mode, for the most part, is to try and win. Is to try and get that high rank. And if you're going with, for instance, like, I don't know, for instance, like, just me, one room, and then, of course, maybe like the deluxe plan from Disney. So, with that being said, that is a lot of things. And, it's kind of like when you're in competitive mode, you don't want to have a time where you have to work orders at your team just for them to get the idea that, oh, hey, we're doing something wrong. Again, like I've said before, I prefer not to bark orders as long as the team is doing what they want, or as long as the team is focused. The only time I will give orders is if, for instance, I'm seeing something like, for instance, like Mercy. Focus on Mercy. I may call out focus on Mercy, and I expect my team to basically focus on Mercy. So, yeah, sorry. But that's what I mean. So, hopefully that's helped you understand it a little bit. And, just remember that if you go into competitive mode, remember that competitive mode means that you should be playing at your best, and you should be playing to win. You shouldn't even be trying to, of course, get the, get in there and, and get, like, kills or whatever. It's all about playing the objective. And, you've always heard me, say that, that I prefer to not call up people and stuff like that. And, I prefer to be a team leader, but only when it's necessary, So, yeah. But with that being said, I think that'll be it. Just remember that if you are thinking about competitive mode versus casual, if you're in it just to have fun, if you're in it just because you just want to play for funsy, you don't really want to care about things like, you don't want to be caring about things like, like, I don't know. Like, for instance, what's it called? For instance, you don't want to care about things like, like doing certain roles, then, of course, at the end of the day, you might as well just make sure that you're pretty much ready to go. You're pretty much all set before you hit the the ranked mode, because, in casual mode, you can have fun, people won't care. But once you hit that ranked mode, you better be hoping that you are ready, you are going to be playing at the best you can be. And you're not going to be, you're not going to be Johnny Goof-Off. And I know there's no real Johnny Goof-Off, but that's just my example. I kind of think of people as, if they're goofing off, they're just some Johnny Goof-Off to me. Someone who's just going to goof off, and they're not going to get serious, especially in ranked mode. In casual mode, who cares? In casual, you can do you. You can do whatever you feel like. Nobody's going to get mad at you. Nobody will probably even care for the most part. So, so what's my choice? What's my fun? What would I decide to do? Well, if I were you, personally, I would play casual mode and only touch competitive mode or season mode if you're really thinking, yes, I want to get rank. I want to get things that are, worth the use. So, But anyway, that's pretty much it for me on today's channel, or on today's video. Hopefully this has helped you understand casual versus competitive mode. If it hasn't, then always feel free to leave a comment. I will try to answer it as soon as I can. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here. Like I said, hopefully that has helped you get a little better at casual versus competitive. And, yeah, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live on, of course, on, of course, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for about 4 to 5 hours. But lately, I've also been live on Monday, Tuesday, and potentially sometimes Sunday, sometimes Friday. On Monday and Tuesday, I will always be live at 2 to 3 hours. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I try to be live for about 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, with that being said, I mean, thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching out. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, with that being said, until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.